There you are, broken, left behind. The people who promised to stand by you are nowhere to be found. The betrayal cut deep, didn't it? They doubted you, walked away when you needed them most, and left you to pick up the shattered pieces of your life. But listen closely, this isn't your end. It's the beginning of a comeback so powerful, it'll leave those who broke you speechless. God isn't done with you yet. In fact, He's just getting started. Because the God who saw you fall will be the same God who lifts you higher than you ever imagined. You see, pain has a purpose. Those moments that crushed you, they weren't random. They were the chisels in the hands of a master sculptor. God allowed the breaking not to destroy you, but to rebuild you into something stronger, wiser, and more beautiful than before. Think about Joseph in the Bible. His own brothers sold him into slavery. He was falsely accused, thrown into prison, and forgotten. But God hadn't forgotten. God was working behind the scenes, preparing him for something greater. Joseph didn't stay in the pit. He rose to power, second only to Pharaoh. And in the end, the very people who betrayed him had to come to him for help. What you're going through isn't the end of your story, it's the middle. And the best part? It's coming. When everything falls apart, our first instinct is to rush the rebuild. We want things fixed now. But God's timing isn't like ours. He doesn't do quick fixes, He builds foundations that last. You might be wondering why it's taking so long. Why are the pieces of your life still scattered? But remember, a skyscraper takes longer to build than a shack. God isn't rebuilding you for something small. He's preparing you for something that will stand tall, withstand storms, and shine bright for the world to see. Trust the process. Trust His timing. What He's building in you will be worth the wait. Here's the thing about God's restoration. It often happens in front of the very people who doubted you, hurt you, and left you behind. Think of Job. He lost everything. His family, his health, his wealth. His friends came not to comfort him but to judge him. They thought he was finished. But God wasn't finished, not even close. In the end, God restored Job, giving him double what he had before. And it happened in front of those who thought he was beyond repair. When God rebuilds you, it's not just about you, it's a testimony, a living, breathing proof of His power and faithfulness. And those who broke you, they'll have no choice but to watch. Do you know what happens when metal is forged? It's heated until it's red hot, then hammered and shaped. The fire refines it, and the pressure strengthens it. That's you. The fire you've been through wasn't meant to burn you. It was meant to refine you. The pressure wasn't meant to crush you. It was meant to make you unbreakable. When God rebuilds you, you won't just be restored. You'll be stronger than ever before. Wiser, more compassionate, more resilient, and ready for the purpose He set before you. Every step, every struggle, every setback was leading you here, to a place of strength you never thought possible. Sometimes we hold on too tightly to what was, We mourn the loss of who we were before the breaking. But God isn't interested in taking you back to what was. He's leading you into something new. The old you? That was just the beginning. The new you? That's where the real story begins. Embrace it. Embrace the strength, the wisdom, the new opportunities. You were made for this. The people who broke you thought they won. They thought you were finished. But they didn't see what God saw. They didn't see the strength He was building in you. Your comeback is coming. And it will be greater than anything you can imagine. So, hold on. Keep the faith, keep moving forward, because the God who allowed the breaking is the same God who will rebuild you. Stronger, wiser, and more powerful than ever before.